Take it easy. Quietly now.
There is no escape! Windblade! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Gotcha! Illusion shattered! Busted!
There is no escape!
Yeah! Boxes piled up everywhere, some of them opened up, loose items strewn all over the floor. Huh, isn't this supposed to be a library? Look! Llama's over there talking to a weasel thief! What are they plotting this time? Let's go see!
Be that as it may, we don't have any urgent excavation work for you at the moment, so please, stop digging holes all over the place, all right? That's a good child. Here, this Mora is for you.
That's the weasel thief from last time, right? What was Llama saying? Have they found another relic?
Hello there, traveler, Paimon. Welcome to the library. Is there anything I can help you with? No. I was just giving the little one a bit of a stern warning. It's been getting a little overexcited lately, and it's starting to bother the community. Its passion for treasure hunting has only grown since we retrieved the lunar semblance. It comes to me all the time, asking when the next treasure hunt will be. I keep repeating that we now have more than enough documents and relics in our library to occupy our research. But alas... Yes, but it doesn't quite understand what constitutes a relic, so it simply digs up anything that seems valuable and drops it off here. It has at least promised me that it won't go digging around again, but there's already a big backlog of items from previous digs. There's no way around it. I'll just have to go through and sort them, one by one. Sorry, you two. I'm afraid I won't be able to accompany you on your sightseeing today. Now then. What's in this box again?
Now, where in the world did I put that book?
Boba, get them! Windblade! Nice and spicy!
Quietly now.
Illusion shattered!
Boba, get them!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Better get me some alpacas.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? I better get me some alpacas. So once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, make a little extra by selling their wool.
Error.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, I can make a little extra by selling their wool. This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, I can make a little extra by selling their wool.
Rebooting.
Everything here is good enough for me.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, I can make a little extra by selling their wool.
Everything here is good enough.
The world remains constant over the centuries,
This land
but
holds
human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Everything here is good enough for me.
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, I'll make a little extra by this land holds nothing
All
but
the
promise
world
for
holds
adventurers
dear
from all
is
walks
but
of
a
life.
backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
I better get me some alpacas. This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Everything here is good enough.
Error.
holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life.
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, I'll make a little extra by selling them around.
Everything here is good enough for me.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life.
I better get me some
Wouldn't you agree?
alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, I can make a little extra by selling their wool.
Everything here is good enough for me.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, I can make a little extra by selling their wool.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life.
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya,
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life.
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, I can make a little extra by selling their wool.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of
Gotcha! There is no escape!
Goba, get them!
Busted! Shine down!
Ha! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Quietly now. There is no escape!
Nice and spicy! Wingblade! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Nice and spicy!
Busted! Shine down!
Ha!
shattered!
Nice and spicy.
Busted!
Shine down!
Wayblade. Out of the frying pan.
Quietly now.
There is no escape!
Boba, get them.
Gotcha!
Illusion shatter!
Nice and spicy.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree? Wait, you understand? So, demonstration is not required. Good.
Is there a new request from the XD?
Aramites must be distributed appropriately.
When I hand this work over to the Elamites, I'll have to rephrase the request. Is there a new request from the XD?
Must be distributed appropriately.
When I hand this work over to the Elamites, I'll have to rephrase the request.
The world remains constant over the centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Must be distributed appropriately.
When I hand this work over to the Elamites, I'll have to rephrase the request. Is there a new request from the Academy?
No news. Military supplies for the Aramites must be distributed appropriately.
When I hand this work over to the Elamites, I'll have to rephrase the request. Is there a new request from the Academy?
No news.
Brace yourselves. Delve into destiny. Sir, we don't forbid exhibitors from offering drink samples, but I need to make sure you understand what you're getting into. Any samples you offer are at your own risk. If anything goes wrong, like if a customer has a bad reaction to one of your products, the expo can't take any responsibility.
Rest assured, ma'am, what you see here is 100% pure Mondstadt vintage. Straight from the Dawn Winery's cellars, actually.
Really? Wow-wee! You don't often find Mondstadt wine this far away from home.
Ah, you're telling me. If you try to ship this stuff through the proper channels, all the taxes and tariffs would send the prices skyrocketing. But that's where my connections come in. With me, you get Mondstadt wine at Mondstadt prices.
Cool! What kind of connections?
Hey! You can't go around asking people questions like that!
I can't believe you came all this way to investigate me. Still, as a member of this expo, I'm protected by the Voynich Guild. There's nothing you can do to stop me.
I know. That's why I'll be taking this up with them directly.
It's been a while. What brings you here this time? Are you representing the Dawn Winery, or are you here as Owl?
Take your pick. Even Owl would take issue with people smuggling the winery's products.
I understand, but please be assured that I would never pit the rules of the Voynich Guild against the interests of the Dawn Winery. Our long-standing collaboration is far too valuable to me for that. No faction exists in Nodcry that can impose their will on everyone else. The rules we have now are a result of the tug-of-war between them all. In any case, I only allowed this gentleman to sell his so-called Dawn Winery vintage here because I'm confident that it poses no threat to our collaboration.
I see. So this isn't from our cellars at all. It's not even from Mondstadt.
You...
I'm guessing you learned a few of our winemaking techniques, then brewed your own liquor using local ingredients from Nodcry. Imitations like these are no threat to our business.
Oh, just you watch. One day, my wine will leave the Dawn Winery in the dust!
I'll grant that your wine is a perfectly palatable product, but the fact that you didn't dare to sell it without attaching our name to it speaks volumes. That alone tells me that I'll never need to worry about any serious competition from you.
Leaving so soon? Can't I persuade you to come to the Curatorium of Secrets for some tea with me and your two old friends?
Hey there! It sounded like you were discussing some pretty serious business, so Paimon didn't want to interrupt.
I'm afraid I'll have to decline.
That's a shame.
Next time you're back in Mondstadt, pay a visit to the Angel's Share. At least there, I can offer you a genuine Dawn Winery vintage.
See, Lolly, I've been told that the merchants here are all protected by the organizers. I'm afraid confronting him myself will be more trouble than it's worth.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Oh, please! Granny Eatsley, have mercy!
Chaska! Say, Lolly! What are you,
It's a long story. Basically, a few members of the Flower Feather clan brought word from Nodcry that someone was selling Wyob fragments at this expo. Pretty serious stuff. So I brought Seat Lolly here to get to the bottom of it, and hopefully keep things under control.
Oh. Okay, well, as it turns out, we've been tasked with mediating any disputes like this.
Are you intending to try and stop me? Look, I'm not trying to be difficult, but you don't need me to tell you that our Wyob are not for sale. Wait a second. This is just a shard of a Wyob pillar, and its power is long gone, so it no longer has any connection whatsoever to the Wyob. So, tell me, how much did they pay you to ship these out of Natlan?
About 800,000 mora apiece.
What?
Apparently, people outside of Natlan don't know all that much about our culture. Some people take one look at those pillars and start bragging that they found a Wyob fragment. I didn't want to correct them, because that way I could drum up the price.
Ugh, forget it. Since you asked me so nicely, I'll let him stay here until the expo's over. No point making a mountain out of a molehill.
Oh, thank you, Granny Eatsley.
Oh, don't start thinking you're off the hook. Once this is over, you're going straight to Biram to face the music.
Why, hello, Traveler and Paimon. Oh, quite the opposite. I'm her supplier. Nicole came up with a delightful new pricing method recently, which I've asked dear Dory to try out. We're here today to see how it's all going.
What sort of pricing method is that?
Curious? Well, allow me to explain. Instead of an amount of mora, you collect courage, kindness, or happiness from the buyer. The key is to make people realize they don't have to be rich. With an excellence of character, even the treasures of the Hexencircle are within your reach. Kinda like a Seelie guiding intrepid adventurers through various tribulations until they claim their prize. Such fun, wouldn't you say?
Not for me. We didn't sell much Hexencircle gear this time at all. At this point, I'll have to whip out some Samara specialties just to break even.
Wait, you're actually losing money, Dory?
You're saying our gifts didn't reach that many people?
I'm saying we made diddly squat. Hate to break it to you, Miss Mage, but you don't have much of a head for business.
It might not have made much, but this has been quite a fun little experiment. To make it up to you, all the revenue from our merchandise is yours to keep, Dory.
Oh, they don't call you a great mage for nothing, Miss Alice. It's almost time for the expo to end. I'm asking for half a month's leave once we wrap this up.
Finally got time to relax, huh, Yehuda?
Yeah, thanks to you. Oh, things are pretty calm right now. Should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Sorry, but I've got a problem over here.
Same here. Yehuda! You just jinxed it!
Someone made off with a batch of my goods using the goods first, pay later method. I thought the guild was the guarantor, but then I went to redeem my money and no dice.
The same thing happened to me. Goods first, pay later? That convenience is for exhibitors only. It works because their goods stored in the warehouse can be used as collateral.
The buyer did have guild-supplied certification.
In that case, he's one of you. Pick him out of the crowd and we're good to go.
The person I talked to was a tall, thin young man, but I don't see him here.
The one who bought from me was on the chubbier side. And nope, no sign of him either. Wait, so it wasn't the same person?
Miss Yehuda, we need help! Ati went into town a while back, and we haven't heard from him.
What? Why would he do that?
He wanted to use the moral we got from our exhibit to buy everyone a little something in return for looking out for us. So he headed out alone.
Gods, this kid... Wait, did he have your certification from the guild with him?
Yeah, he's our older brother, so he's in charge of all that stuff.
Oh, this is bad.
Okay, let's not panic. What happened?
Remember those people who targeted Ati a while back? I'm worried they kidnapped him and are using his certification to scam goods off the other exhibitors.
Sorry. Oh, this isn't your fault.
Should we rescue Ati first? But Nodcry's huge! Where would we even start? We could go for the goods first, but we're dealing with a group. If they split up, it'll be impossible to nab them. Oh, come on, Yehuda, come on! You promised Boss Nephew to uphold the guild's reputation, and you promised the kids you'd protect them. This is all falling apart.
Looks like you're down to your last option, dumpster diver.
Oh, right! The Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch!
Clank Clank Crisis Control Switch activated. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Whoa! Activating the switch gives you temporary control over all the robots in Notcry. If you wanted, you could turn this whole place upside down. But it won't last long, so think about what you want to do first. In that case, let's get the stolen goods back first.
All units, advance to rescue Ati!
Miss Yehuda!
Orders received. Orders received. Orders received.